Hey guys, Larry here, and today I'm going to break down the Pyra and Mythra trailer and give you my initial thoughts on the character. Obviously, the character is not out yet, and things shown in the trailer can be changed, or I could just be flat out wrong with my assumptions. So keep in mind this is my opinion, and nothing I'm saying is going to be 100% fact. This is all just speculation. Alright, so let's get started. The first thing I want to say is that I believe Pyra and Mythra are going to be incredibly good in competitive play. I know this is said about almost every single DLC character, but I honestly think that from what we've seen of their toolkit in the trailer, it's going to be incredibly hard to make these characters bad. This is mainly due to how I believe Pyra and Mythra are going to work. I think their moveset visually is going to be identical to each other, minus their special attacks and Mythra's foresight, which I will talk about later. The reason why I think they're going to have an identical moveset is because their weapon and their physical build look exactly the same. They don't show them doing too many of the same normal attacks, but the ones they do show look exactly the same, minus Mythra's attacks looking significantly faster. I think Mythra is going to be much faster on the ground and have a faster fall speed compared to Pyra, and her moveset is going to be faster frame data wise and maybe even safer on shield. If we were to compare Mythra and Pyra to Pokemon Trainer or Sheik and Zelda, I believe Mythra is going to be the Squirtle or Sheik of the duo, and Pyra will be the Ivysaur and Charizard or Zelda. The reason I say this is because of Mythra's better mobility and frame data, you're going to use her to win neutral, rack up damage, and put the opponent in positions to be edge guarded. Pyra, on the other hand, is going to be used mainly to get kills and maybe edge guard. I think they're going to have identical weight, but Pyra is going to be able to abuse rage more because of her kill power. I think their swap ability is going to be incredibly good, not just because you get to swap between two characters, but it's basically going to act like an additional dodge similar to how it works with Pokemon Trainer, except it doesn't briefly stop your fall, so it might be even more useful to do on stage in the air to avoid juggles, or even reversal your opponent. It probably won't be as good as Trainer's offstage since it doesn't halt your momentum, so you probably won't have as many ways to mix up your recovery with it. Speaking of recovery, I think Pyra is going to have the better recovery of the two because it seems like she has a faster airspeed and a much floatier fall compared to Mythra, meaning it'll probably be easier for her to get to the edge without burning her double jump or even being forced to up B. Okay, I'm now going to show you every attack we've seen in the trailer and tell you what input I think it is. I'm also going to explain how I think the attack will work and maybe how good I think it'll end up being. Looks like a Marth Lucina downer with a lot more range, and it's probably stronger too. I'm curious to whether or not you'll be able to spike with it, but either way, it looks like a really solid edge guarding move and a good attack to throw out to get out of juggles. This looks exactly like Cloud's up tilt, which is incredibly good at catching landings and also setting up for juggles and combos. I initially thought this was forward tilt, but after rewatching the trailer multiple times and talking to my Twitch chat, I'm convinced this is dash attack. I'm assuming Pyra's dash attack is also going to be a solid kill move. The range on this attack looks ridiculous. It looks like it'll be a good approaching and edge guarding tool. You'll probably be able to combo with it as well. I have a feeling Pyra's forward smash is going to kill insanely early. I wonder if you'll be able to 2-frame with it though. This looks like you'll be able to charge the attack similar to how you can with Link's up B. This also looks like it'll be a really good ledge trapping move. This reminds me of one of Mii Sword Fighter's up specials. I'm assuming the downward part of the attack spikes, which if it does, probably makes it good for edge guarding. I'm also assuming you could choose whether or not you do the second part of that attack. If you can't, this definitely makes her recovery worse. This attack looks like it's going to be ridiculously good at 2-framing recoveries. I'm also guessing that if you do this attack, you'll be unable to use any of your moves until you get your sword back, but can still freely move around. Really big disjointed hitbox that covers her entire body. Based on how this hit Mewtwo, I'm assuming this is not a multi-hit move, but it might have a landing hitbox. Looks like it has a shorter range than forward air, but is probably a much stronger kill move and a better combo ender. This reminds me of Corrin's forward tilt. I'm assuming this is going to be a really good range attack for hitting your opponent away from you. Her back throw doesn't look very strong, but it might be a good low percent combo throw. Also, I want to bring up something regarding Pyra's side B. She might be able to grab during that attack based on how Mythra is grabbing and throwing the opponent. Out of every attack I've seen from Pyra and Mythra so far, this one looks like the worst one by a large margin. This looks like it's going to be a solid whiff punishing tool that can carry the opponent to the edge. It also looks like it's going to have a lot of end lag, so you don't want to miss the attack. If her side special works the same in the air as it does on the ground, this could also be a really good horizontal recovery move. This looks like it's going to be a solid out of shield option. Also, I'm pretty sure Ray of Punishment and Chroma Dust are both her up specials. I think that both Pyra and Mythra are going to be able to charge all of their special attacks except for Swap. After rewatching the trailer multiple times, it seems to me like Foresight is not a special move, but instead a passive ability that automatically activates whenever Mythra is dodging, similar to Bayonetta's Bats Within. The reason I say this is because during the trailer when Mythra activates Foresight, you see visual effects that normally indicate a character is being hit, and if you watch the part of the trailer at a slower speed, it looks like she's getting hit out of the startup of her dodge. It also makes sense because just before that they show 3 of her grounded special moves, and her 4th special has to be the ability to turn into Pyra. I also think this ability is going to be exclusive to Mythra since they didn't show Pyra doing this during the trailer. Looks faster than Forward Smash and it hits on both sides of her, but doesn't look like you'll be able to 2-frame with it. I'm assuming it's probably weaker than Forward Smash, but maybe it sends the opponent at a lower angle. This looks like it might be one of her best combo moves. I wonder how reliable it will be to down tilt with Mythra and then change into Pyra and follow up out of the attack. I'm assuming Mythra's down tilt is going to be much easier to combo with because of how little cooldown it has. Mythra's up air looks insanely fast, and it's probably going to be really easy for her to up air the opponent, and if they air dodge the attack, have enough time to catch their landings and punish them anyways. Look how much slower Pyra's up air is compared to Mythra's. Also, I'm going to assume the Joker is probably at a really low percent, and Pyra's up air is probably going to be incredibly strong at higher percents. I really wish they showed her up smash without her breaking the smash ball, but it looks like she's swinging the sword up, then twirling it above her. If I were to guess, I would say her up smash is only 1 hit, but the hitbox gets weaker if you get hit with the later part where she twirls the sword. From what we've seen of Pyra and Mythra's moveset, it looks like they're going to be incredible. Mythra legit looks like she's going to have Sheik-like frame data, except she has more range, destroying the hitboxes because of her sword, and also Bayonetta's Bats Within. I'm assuming Mythra's major drawbacks are going to be that she has horrendous kill power, and maybe her recovery isn't very good. Pyra looks like she's going to hit stupidly hard and kill super early. It also looks like she's going to have really good ledge trapping with her side special, and probably really good edge guarding because of the range and higher knockback on her attacks. I'm going to assume Pyra's flaws are going to be that she doesn't have a lot of combos, making it hard for her to rack up damage, and because of her slower frame data can get overwhelmed up close. Luckily you could change it to one or the other whenever you want, and use them in situations that are best suited for them. And that is it for this video. Let me know in the comments how right or wrong you think I am about everything I've said. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, and if you are not yet subscribed to my channel and you like my content, please subscribe and ring the bell. It may not seem like much, but it can really help out this channel. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.